One of the reasons why I judged, wrongly, that Vladimir Putin would not order an all-out invasion of Ukraine was the likelihood of a protracted war. But another was the possibility of popular protest in Russia, which could have potentially destabilizing effects on the Kremlin. After sporadic protests in the hours immediately after the invasion, all of them ending in arrests or dispersal by police, citing COVID restrictions, Thursday evening sprang a surprise. Young people came out in their hundreds with homemade placards saying "Night Voin, no to war," not just in Moscow and St. Petersburg, where political engagement tends to be higher, but in nearly 50 towns and cities across Russia. It should go without saying that to join such protests in today's Russia takes courage. But even if this is a one-off, and even if repressive police action thwarts any recurrence, these widespread protests give a glimpse of Russian opinion that cannot have been welcomed by the Kremlin. For years it has seemed that Putin's hold on power has been down to more than just blunt authoritarianism. To many Russians, he brought stability after the ructions of the Yeltsin years, raised living standards, and restored some dignity to Russia internationally after the humiliation of the Soviet collapse. Putin has traditionally also had a knack for anticipating where the shifting center of Russian opinion is at any one time and adjusted accordingly. That sense has become less sure in the past 2 or 3 years. A war in Ukraine, which many Russians know firsthand having family and friends there, also contains special dangers that mean any existing public support could soon turn sour. Russians, especially younger citizens, no longer live in isolation from the outside world. Many have traveled and know people who live or study abroad, and they resent their country becoming a byword for aggression and war-mongering. For all these reasons, public support for the war in Russia cannot be guaranteed. And even if open protest is stifled, those who took to the streets this week and those who watched them on their phones will remember. Political change in Russia may not be right around the corner, but the invasion of neighboring Ukraine could have edged it that little bit closer.